The dealers began lacing their businesses with criminal activities. Stories of rape, defilement, and theft, as well as drug abuse, started coming to police as they turned some of the degraded areas into plantations for marijuana. Reports of these destructions are sent to the Ministry of Water and Environment for advice as leaders carried out more investigations into the surge in demand.
Yeah, I'm called David Alike, one of the parish chief in Amur district local government in the parish attached to the parish called Okungeri parish in Amur sub-county. Before, it was the loading permit that we were being issuing and was tapped by the district forest officer. That's a movement permit. It was called a local revenue, but it was grafted by the district, and the district local government of Amuro was the one who was being in charge of the collecting the local revenue. And as the law said, if the district take charge in collection of the local revenue, they should remit 65% to the lower local government, that's the sub-county, in which they did, they remit 65% to the local government and they remain with 35%. Using that money, to me, is like if I'm eating the money coming out from the blood. We are not happy. Even if they pay me with my allowance, I don't feel happy, I don't feel free. Because the impact of this business is going to be very serious on our people. This money belongs to the forest product. It's like the money from the blood. So we need to avoid it completely, and we destroy this business to the last limit so that our people will enjoy agricultural production only.
David, I would like to ask you one more. How much do you think Amuro District Local Government has made so far, who has collected so far?
Amuro District Local Government, according to what I heard from the CFO, he told us that for the entire Amuro District, that's Achak, Pabo, Lambogi, Amuro Town Council and Amuro Sub-County, they managed to realize 1,200,000,000 shillings within 4 months. It looks a big sum of money, but as I made mention, it's like the money from the blood. It's not a good money because the impact will affect our dependents, will affect our young generation in a short run. So we need to discourage it completely.
The scale of the damage continued to rise beyond ordinary demands. Again, different security groups declared parallel operations to impound and destroy several tons of already burnt charcoal or wood logs waiting for cremation in the jungles. Here is Amuro RDC Linda Agnes Uma leading one of such operations in Labala Forests near Kelak Hills in Amuro
Which tribe were you?
I'm a Musoga.
You are Musoga? Yes. Then you could be able to speak Luganda properly.
Kati ebaluwa yange nkwatako eri wano wa Mucholi Muganda. So my data is there.
Okay, we go back.
No, for me I'm from demanding somebody.
We go back.
We go, then we shall come back.
Okay.
We go. But remove your shoes and your shirt.
Why are you carrying this one?
I have been looking for beans from the Jacob Banners.
From the charcoal banner?
I'm a farmer.
You are a farmer?
Yes.
And you're a farmer looking for beans.
Yes.
Just remove your shirt. Remove.
You're Sati. There's no negotiation.
I'm not a thief.
You are not a thief.
You're not arresting thief here.
It's not bad.
This is my friend.
Another one is here.
The roll one is there. Bring that evidence.
You know, this is a uniform. We are putting you on a different uniform now.
You just mix Njaga with this one.
This is the one I'm smelling.
We go. Yeah, the one. We go.
You know, these people they are using this actually. The opium smoker because they are sheep. And secondly, most of these people they are criminals. From Kampala area, Jinja. These are our Talimba boys. You can see because using them it is very cheap. You cannot pay them much money. The moment you have easy Njaga, sheep warege, you have opium, you have cocaine, then you just give them some minor money. They don't disturb you. And here they have become insecurity because you can see the level of raping women has gone high. It has brought a high level of domestic violence because these people they don't have responsibility, so they are just deceiving women with this little money they have. Okay. So this thing need to be handled properly. Security wise it is very dangerous.
All right, we are just headed to an area where we see smoke, lots of smoke coming out from the jungle, and we think that it is there that they are still cremating more trees into charcoal. We came across two men that they've just been picked. We found some marijuana on one of them, while the other one is saying he's here in the jungle to look for beans. As these operations went on, the real faces behind the business starting getting known bit by bit. Here is Gulu District Chairperson Martin Ojara Mapendozi.
The biggest problem comes from within the local government. Our own officers, they impounded a truck, the crane, and I think there were some machines. They were impounded. The regional CID of the police, surface, he said it was directed by one of the directors in Kampala to find out why the crane had been impounded. They found a district official had given these guys the documents they needed. They paid 500,000. And you know, this is the double long lorry, the 14-feet lorry. So these guys paid 500,000. The crane is deep in the bush. The crane belongs to one of the directors of the police, the regional CID of Gulu, the Aswa region. He has those details. This guy came and he said he was directed to arrest the vice chairman, blah, blah. And I said, you man, what are you talking about? So these cranes and these long lorries are owned by top guys in government. Actually, I was shocked to get to know this detail. But later on, we got to know that they are actually using our own officers from within the local government.